Today we're going to review solving inequalities using addition and subtraction. So the core concept today is the addition property of inequality, knowing that adding the same number to each side of the inequality produces an equivalent inequality. You can see it with numbers and in algebra. This is also in your textbook. Here's a visual diagram. It shows one way to visualize the addition property, so you can see how everything, if C is greater than 0, if both A and B are added to C, everything just shifts to the right on the number line, which makes the statement A plus C is still less than B plus C. So let's do a couple examples. In this first one, we want to undo subtraction by using addition, so we'll add 2 to both sides, and notice this is just shifting everything to the right. So you treat it just like an equation. -9 plus 2 is -7, and then don't forget to graph. So when you graph it, I'm going to draw a number line and put a couple numbers around the -7. And be sure to use the right type of circle. In this case it's an open circle, and it's all the numbers greater than, so we want to point to the right. For 2, m minus 3 is less than or equal to 5, so we want to undo subtraction with addition on both sides. So m will be less than or equal to 8. And in this case it's a closed circle. Less than or equal to would point to the left. I want to undo subtraction by adding a 4th to both sides. 2/4 simplifies down to 1/2. 1/2 will be greater than y. Now remember, you can write this as y is less than half. That might make it a little bit easier to see which way the arrow will point. And it's going to be an open circle, and it points to the left. Another core concept is the subtraction property of inequality that states that subtracting the same number from each side of an inequality produces an equivalent inequality, and you can see it in numbers and in algebra, and again visually on the number line. So shifting everything to the left will keep the inequality true or equivalent. Let's do example 2. So in this case we want to undo addition, so we will subtract. And subtracting the same thing maintains the equality, or the inequality. -3 minus 5 is -8. And to graph it, since k is less than or equal to, it's a closed circle and points left. For 5, we'll subtract 1/6 from both sides. 5/6 minus 1/6 is 4/6, which can simplify down to 2/3. You may want to write it with a variable on the left, so z is greater than or equal to 2/3. So 2/3 would be about right here, closed circle, and it points to the right. Subtracting 0.7 from both sides will give us p is greater than 3. And it's a negative 3 because it was a negative 2.3 minus 0.7. And it's an open circle and it points to the right. In example 3, you're going to order a new pair of running shoes from a website that offers free shipping on orders of $75 or more. Your shoes cost $69.95. We need to write and solve an inequality that represents how much more you must spend to get free shipping. So if our shoes start out at this price and we want to add money so that we can get greater than or equal to $75, you can subtract this from both sides. And we'll get x is greater than or equal to $5.05. Part B says the cost of shipping your shoes is $7.79. Would you purchase another item in order to get free shipping? I know I would. But the reason I would is because the cost of shipping is more than the additional cost of the item.